Hello friends, welcome to my channel Upskill with Dharmender. I hope you all are doing great. So friend, in today's learning video, we will understand how to use link concept. Uh, so suppose in any interview question, interviewer will ask, they will give you some situation on a data table, and they will expect how we are answering to those query. Okay. So we should answer them uh, using the explaining with the link concept. Okay, so we will understand how we can use this link concept to manipulate with data and to handle data on a data table. Okay, so let's start. In UiPath, link language integrated query is a powerful way to filter, transform, and manipulate data tables using a SQL-like syntax directly within an assign activity. Okay, so let's go through this line again and try to understand the concept behind this. So, uh, link is a powerful way to filter. Link is a way, means it is a method, or it is a way to filter, transform, and manipulate data tables using a SQL like syntax directly within an assign activity. Okay, so within an assign activity means this is saying UiPath assign activity, where we declares variables and it's the data type on that variables. So directly we can assign using link concept. Okay. While standard activities like filter data table are easier for beginners, link is significantly faster for large data sets. So what it is saying, friend, filter data table means the UiPath inbuilt filter data table uh, are easier for beginners, but for significantly faster or large data sets, we should use a link concept. Can handle complex logics that standard activities cannot. Okay, so now let's go to the next part of this. Core requirement for link. To use link on a data table, you must first convert it into an enumerable collection using the dot enumerable method. So we should first convert it into a enumerable collection. So this is also a enumerable collection is a concept. Okay, so how to do, we can use dot enumerable method. Okay, so we will see how this is used. Common link syntax. There are two main ways to write link query in UiPath. Okay, first method syntax, second one query syntax. So let's see. Method syntax means lambda uses method chaining, most common in UiPath, and it uses method chaining, the most common in UiPath. Example: dt input, so data table with the name input as enumerable. So how, see how it is enumerable is used, and what enumerable means, enumerable collection. So it is a kind of a collection. And now next, where is the syntax, function row we declare row status dot to string equal done, copy to data table. Okay, so with this syntax, what we have done, On a column status, means in a data table we have column. So on a status column, if value will be done, then it will copy to a data table. Okay. So see how the you can see filter is applied on a status column with value done. In one line it is done. It is completed. Next is query syntax, SQL like. More readable for complex joins or regrouping. Mostly means for joining or grouping. So let's see that. Example, from row in DT input as enumerable where row status dot to string done, select row to copy to data table. So this is also an example. We say from row in data table dot enumerable where row means this column and which value will be done, select row copy to data table. So this is as a kind of a query syntax where it is a select that with the value done on column status to data table. This is a one way. Another way is directly giving a syntax where function, kind of a function row to copy data table. So this is like more in a readable format, and this is kind of a direct syntax is given to perform the action. Okay. Now key operations with example. So this friend, when you will use link or when you will stuck how to actually use, you can go to UiPath forum also, and when you will search, when practically you will use, you will get multiple practical example, and from there you can use directly. I will also try to make a video on this where we will practically use this concept. Okay. Now next, key operations with example like filtering row. So we use dot where, and how it is used. Filter we already have seen. Select next, selecting a specific column. If we want to select a specific column, then how we will do, extracting only certain columns to a new data table. Okay. If we want to extract only certain column to a new data table, then how we will do, dt dot default view to table, false. Default view we have, I think, make false. We only want column 1, column 2 on a new data table. So that way we can do. Next, aggregation means sum, minimum, maximum. So how we will perform calculation on numeric column. So there is a column where we have numeric value. So how we will perform that? Syntax sum. Okay. So let's see, dt input as enumerable dot sum. Above was used, one of the syntax was where, and this is a dot sum function of r convert to double r amount. So under amount column, this this r is declared kind of a function r. Okay, so it will with this syntax it will sum all the values of column amount and it will give the output. Syntax minimum, dt input as enumerable dot mean function r convert to int salary. So from the salary, if we want to see the minimum salary, so for that we can use dot mean, and this is a way to declare. Next, grouping data, organize data by a specific column. Example, group by city. So if you want to organize the data by grouping to city, suppose Mumbai, Noida, all this. So we want in a data table there are multiple rows or multiple data with their cities. So if we want to organize them, then how we can do? from row entity dot as enumerable group row by, how now see how it is declared, k equal to row city, this is a city, into group, select group to first, copy to data table. So this way this can be performed. Okay, joining two data tables. So now if we want to join two data tables, then combine two tables based on a common key. Syntax: use a join clause to link DT and DT on a matching ID. Okay, so I will try to make a practical video for this, how actually we will use this. Now important tips, let's see quickly important tips. Handling empty results. If a link query finds no matches, dot copy data table will throw an error. Always check if the count is greater than 0 first. So to handle this, suppose this is a exception handling, and which is very important, because we code for the ideal scenario, but we should first think for the exception scenario. If exception we will cover, then ideal scenario will easily work. So how to do this? Always check if our output is greater than 0 first. Okay, yes. So how to do? DT input as enumerable where dot any. So any is, I think, giving a count something. So I will check this, and I will give you the practical concept of this. Field type safety. Use row dot field of a string. So he has given of a string. Column name for better type safety, instead of row column dot to string. So, okay. So that way we can kind of tips we should follow this for better manipulation and better output performance. For very large data tables, LINQ is often the most efficiently way to perform group by or inner left joint without using multiple nested loops. Okay, so without using multiple loops, or without using like kind of that we used to perform uh, basic steps. So we should use this LINQ method and kind of SQL syntax to to work on a data table. Okay, friends. So let's see on a high level quickly how this LINQ we can use in the data table. Core, these are the introduction thing. Core requirement for LINQ. We need to convert to dot as enumerable method. Common syntaxes you will see: method syntax, query syntax. Okay, key operations with example. If you want to filter, you want to select a specific columns, do aggregation means sum, mean or maximum. Okay, grouping data, joining two tables, and these are the important tips we should follow when we will use this LINQ concept. Okay friends, so I hope this video is valuable to you, and yeah, you will do your own search and on this concept. Okay, so yeah, we will meet on the next learning video. So do subscribe to my channel, and yeah, uh, okay then, and take care of yourself. Bye bye.